Hey everybody, today I'm making a raspberry jalapeno pork tenderloin. I'm going to glaze it with the raspberry jam. I did one for Christmas this year for Dad, and I did it with maple syrup this time, and it turned out really good. So a friend of ours has a company that sells this raspberry jalapeno jam that I'm in love with. It's really, really good, and I like it a lot on anything. And so I was thinking about this pork tenderloin, and I thought this would be a good idea to use that jam on this pork tenderloin. I think it'd be really good because that's sweet and get kind of a little bit of bite to it. And then you also get smokiness from paprika. And you can do this camping, you could do this in the oven like I'm about to do. You could do it in a Dutch oven. You could grill it. You could do this any way you wanted to because pork tenderloin doesn't take that long to cook. But we're going to roast it in the oven today. And the first thing we want to do with it is really easy. We're going to make the sauce. So I'm going to get this little bowl here. And I'll put all the ingredients down below so you can see how much everything to put in there. But I'm going to put a little bit of this raspberry jalapeno jam in here. Then we're putting molasses. Molasses gives it a really cool flavor. Makes it a little bit richer, and it sticks to the pork pretty good too as well. Just whisk it and getting everything out of there like I want to. See if we can find a spatula. There we go. Alright, so we're going to try to get all this out of there because I want all this stuff. And then I'm adding a little bit of balsamic vinegar, whatever brand you like. Put that in there. And then about a knuckle of ginger. That's all I use. It costs about a teaspoon of ginger. And then a little bit of paprika. And that's what will give it. I use a smoked Spanish paprika that I like. We're going to get all that together, mix it up real well. God, you can smell it already. Smell that ginger and that molasses. Oh, it makes a really good glaze. This is the first time that I've tried it with the raspberry jalapeno. Alright, so we got that together. So what we're going to do now, I've already got the oven preheated. Sorry. Got molasses on my hand. So I got the oven preheated to 375. I got another pan over here warming up so I can burn the sides. I was about to say burn the sides. So you can sear the sides of the pork tenderloin. And what we do with that, let me get these out of the way. What I'm doing with that is you get cornstarch, sugar, and then salt and pepper, and you mix all of them together. Let me get a spoon. You mix the cornstarch together, salt and pepper. And then you're going to dredge the pork loin in that. And so what I'm using, I'm just going to put it on a plate. Stir that up pretty good. Hey, making a mess. Hey, if you ain't making a mess, you ain't cooking, right? I must really be cooking because I'm really making a mess. Alright. Can't wait for you to see how pretty this turns out. It's just really pretty presentation as well. I'm going to take these little pork loins and I'm going to dredge them in this cornstarch, sugar, salt and pepper mixture. Get a good coat on there. The thing about this is some people say to do it, some people say not to do it. I like to do it. It makes Makes a better crust on there. It seems to seal it really well. And it tastes good. I like the way it kind of crusts up on the outside good. Shake off any excess. We'll just sit it on that rack right now. Do the next one because you know how they come two to a pack. These are some pretty nice ones. They look really nice. I trimmed the silver skin off there. That stuff is like eating a rubber band. It's not really good. Alright, so I've got these dredged pretty good. You see it's light. It's not like you're, really doing anything with it. Alright, so we got those set up. Now we're going to sear those on all the sides. We'll move forward with the glaze. Alright, now we're going to make the glaze for this. Remember all the stuff that we mixed earlier. We're going to pour that in here. What we're doing is we're basically going to caramelize everything to where it thickens up. God, I wish you could smell that. It smells good. Put a little bit more heat on it. And it's kind of deglazing the pan as well. All those little pieces that are left on the pork will get in there. Let it just do its thing for a minute or two. This is going to be so good. It is going to be so good. You can smell it. You can smell everything. You can smell that raspberry in a big time. That's what I was hoping for too, that you'd be able to smell that raspberry and taste it and actually have a raspberry jalapeno flavor. And I think that looks good. So we're going to take that off the heat. And you don't want that to get on you because that's like hot lava right there. That'll scald your butt real good. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of it and set aside. And what I want to do is I'm going to set that aside for later, to where I'll do the final glaze on it. I'll take this and just put it all over it. And we're going to cook this 375 for about 15 minutes. And then after that, we're going to take it out about every 5 minutes and deglaze, or not deglaze it, but we're going to glaze it again. We're going to brush it with more of this stuff on there. About every 5 minutes, and that gives it a really nice coat of this stuff on there, the glaze on there. And trust me, you want it on there. It is really good. It makes a huge difference in this thing. I mean, just regular pork tenderloin is good, but you can add a little something like this to it. It just helps it out and makes it even better, right? Alright, so I think we got enough on there for right now. So we're going to throw those in the oven. Separate them just a little bit. I don't want them to steam on each other. Alright, so the pork tenderloin has been in there for about 15 minutes now. So now we're going to take it out. We're going to do the first basting. And about every 4 or 5 minutes, you want to do it, keep doing it until it's about 145 degrees in the thickest part. So let's take them out. Oh yeah. Look at that.
All right, so we're gonna baste these again. We're gonna do this probably 2 more times usually. You want to get that all over it. Make everybody happy with it. God, you could smell it. It smells so good. Make sure everywhere, 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 everywhere. If that doesn't look happy, I don't know what is. That just looks great.
Alright, back in the oven, 4 minutes.
All right, so that's the third one, and we're at about 140, so another 4 or 5 minutes. We'll be done. Then we can cut it and see, or let it rest first. All right, so we have let the tenderloins rest for 10 minutes. So now we're going to slice them up, see how they look. All right, so we got these out now, and I'll let them rest for about 10 minutes. So now we're just gonna chop it up a little bit and see how it tastes. Let's see if you can see exactly. Yeah. All right, we got these out. Now we're just cutting. I'm gonna slice them up a little bit. Look how tender that. Oh my goodness, that looks perfect. That looks perfect. This is going to be good. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh gosh, look how tender that is. That was perfect. Like I said, you put one of these on a Hawaiian roll. Oh my goodness. All right, I can't wait. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Oh. Man, that is so good. You can taste the raspberry jalapeno jam. Sorry. Wow, that was so good. Lori's gonna love me tonight. It's such a good recipe. I'll show you the recipe down below. But this is so good. Raven's Original, raspberry jalapeno. Cannot go wrong with it.
I'm a lucky, lucky girl.
All right, so we're going to taste it now and see how it is. So we're going to see how it tastes now.
That's very good.
It was so good. The jam really comes through. You can get the jalapeno in there just. I mean, you can get the flavor. It's not hot. You could put a sprinkle of cayenne in there or something like that if you wanted some heat to it. But 145 is perfect. It makes it really tender. It's still juicy. It's not dried out at all. Plus, as long as you sear it like that also, you're going to lock in everything. Let it rest. Give it time to rest where it keeps all the juices inside. Oh, that's so good. I mean, that's really good. So thanks a lot, Monica, for the raspberry jalapeno jam. I appreciate it and hope everybody likes this recipe because it's good. Thank you. Bye.